Hey guys, and now we're back for Power Hour. So let's see, do we get Power Hour or Shower Hour? We're still holding under VWAP on SPX and I believe SPY. Here's VWAP. We rejected. We got some buyers in that area. That was going to take a sharp drop like it did the day before. So if we drop, my target on SPY is going to be 684. If we're looking at SPX, it's going to be 68, about 68.60. Ultra low 68.46. But we're getting up here to test VWAP, so we want to see how it plays out. Again, I have a late in the day setup play, but it happens very late in the day after 2:30 once the contracts have expired and we capitalize on SPX. So let's see if that setup presents. Hey, Amy, thank you for checking in. Once you come in, let me know where you're checking in from. If you're looking at anything for Power Hour, let me know. Hope everybody had a good lunch. And let's get ready for the weekend. If you trade, take those profits and have some fun. Enjoy your family. Do something. Don't just let it sit up. Give it back to the market. Sit up. Trade it. Utilize it. Enjoy some of those gains. So again, I'm looking for us to, we're either going to get above VWAP for a bullish end of the day, probably to go up to test 688, or we're going to reject here and hit some of these lower targets. We've consolidated since about noon. We just haven't broken out of this range. We got above VWAP briefly and came back down. And we've been making, there's a high, low, lower high. Then we made a higher high, higher high. Now we're coming back down. So it's a little mixed bag here to see what Power Hour is going to bring. I don't have any strong bias toward it. Terrence, thanks for checking in. Again, it looks, I mean, with them not being able to push up, and like I always say, it's harder to go up the mountain than to come down. I think the mark, but we have end of day bullish sentiment. It just likes to fire off, but that's why I want to wait to that 2:30. We may fire all cylinders or just do a sporadic drop and then pop back up to support. See how it's rejecting VWAP. If you're looking at SPX, make sure you drop down to that 1 minute because you're trading with much more capital. You can go down to the lower time frame, but if if you're trading options, we want to stay kind of mid range. And you see, we don't have much sentiment to tell us either way. On the upper time frame, 30 minute, just kind of look and see. So wait and see game right here, and absolutely nothing wrong with that. We're gonna watch what plays out. Again, this keeps your premium. You don't have to get into a trade early during Power Hour. You wait for the good setup, capitalize, get in and get out. You're getting those quick 20, 30-minute returns. I mean, sorry, 20 to 30% returns and then getting out of the way. We can see the buy order block sitting here. So sellers have to push through that in order to continue this bearish continuation. For those tuning in on the replay, drop replay. Let me know when you caught it. I'm excited for this weekend. The second cohort of my group mentorship is starting this Saturday. So the first mentorship will be finishing up before Christmas. Second mentorship will be starting this Saturday, and they'll wrap up kind of toward the end of January and start the new year off right trading. Most people like to wait till the new year to be new year, new me. If you want to sign up, the replays will be available, but the class is taught live every Saturday. So the finishing up cohort starts at 11. The new cohort starts at noon Central Time. If anybody wants to take advantage and get into that group mentorship, I'm letting the first two people that sign up each day, they get $100 off, making it 500. Regular price is $6. Once January starts, that price will go up to 700. It's 8 weeks now, and I'm giving a lot of information, getting people trained up. This is not a self-paced recorded class. It is taught live, but you receive the replays after that. So again, I've gone through many programs, self-paced, live, and I've just found what works, what gives people enough information to start trading and not be bogged down. It doesn't take you 6 months to learn how to trade before you get into the markets. You could start trading tomorrow. I wouldn't recommend it, but I think with the proper foundation, 8 weeks is a good enough time. I could do it sooner than 8 weeks. I could try to mash it up in 6, but this cohort said no, they wanted an extra week for going over charts, and I'll probably give them an extra week to do some live trading. So as they expand and as people let me know what they need, that's what I add to my mentorship. I keep evolving. That was just the first cohort, so I wanted everything to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist, but everything won't be perfect. It's just you got to get out and do. And I'm looking for the 10 or 12 people inside of that group to be some great traders next year. I always say my traders are going to be better traders than me because I started out with some, I won't say bad habits that I didn't know, but I just wanted to jump out into the markets before I actually knew everything I needed to know to start trading. I got some dumb luck, and then I really buckled down and started learning. And that's where a lot of people kind of mess up. They get some dumb luck, they trade, they get some guru, and they hit big, and then they give it all back to the market. And that's what I want to prevent. We practice proper skill management, understanding how to read charts, how to evaluate what companies are good companies to trade, whether it's day trading, swing trading, or scalping. Once you know that, you can go through and build your own portfolio or the handful of companies that you want to trade that fits your budget, whether you have a $500 budget or a $5,000 budget. And those two people trade very differently. Their risk management and risk tolerance are going to be different. So I teach you how to scale using whichever budget, minimum $50 to $100, and make it grow. Still sitting here on this buy order. SPY is not wanting to really break below and close under 686. It keeps dipping down, but not closing below, what gives me more bullish sentiment. If it can close under there, it will give me more bearish, but I'm not bearish until we can drop below this level at about 685.75, because that's where the buyers keep popping up from. Patience is the key when it comes to trading options, especially during power hour. You don't want to get trapped. You don't have to be first. You just have to be profitable. See how it keeps popping up right there? It's like there's some automatic buy orders there or something. All right, a little more pressure on the downside. All right, a little more downward pressure. What are you guys looking at? I'm looking at SPY and SPX. If we hop over to IWM, it's going to be 251 breaking. We can see that area of support and strong buy right here. And I'm on the 5 minutes. So again, 251 break, we could look at some puts down to 250.71, 250.80. But these got a break right now. We're just in consolidation. We couldn't hold above VWAP, but we could easily get a lot of volume in the last minutes and volume just overtake these real strong. So have to be careful. It is risky trading power hour. That's why it's important to wait for the proper setup. I still wanted to come on at 2 to give us a little bit of prep just in case we saw anything. And if we didn't, we're not gonna be looking to place the trade unless we see something sharp happen until closer to 2:30. But we're gonna watch it play out. All right, we can see it breaking down a little bit, but it still has some more to go. We still feel 251 has to break. Still has to close below. It's wicking down, but not closing below 686. So again, nothing to see here just yet. Don't get hasty and try to get into the play early. We're in power hour. If you're doing zero DTE, the premium is just going to eat it up the closer we get to the market close. If you want to tap in now and you feel like, oh, I got a place to trade, then you need to use the extra premium and buy Monday's expiring contract. But again, it's still too early. It has a lot of fluctuation. We don't have a confirmation of a setup just yet. And I am still using StreamYard, so you guys may not see your comments in the chat, but still comment. Let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know what trades you're looking at. Also, if you got wins and profits this week, what are you going to enjoy them with this weekend? I know some people they got Christmas breakfast, Christmas parties, birthday parties to do. Some people are just going to relax. So let me know how this weekend is going to go for you guys. Jake, thanks for coming back in. Pascal, got homework. What homework you working on, Pascal? Terrence, New Jersey. Coastal, Georgia. I love it. I love it. Checking on my lunch break. I'm currently running cover calls on Palantir. It's a 2020 expiration. 185. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Once you've elevated in your trading, that's another way to make some passive income. Salt Lake, Utah, is to do cover calls, cover puts. You will need a margin account for that in that capital and the shares as collateral, or unless you're doing it the poor man way. I'm not going to go into that because I've never done it, but Buy the Hood has mentioned it. Okay, nursing school, awesome. Once I teach you how to trade, I'm gonna have to bring you in from medicine to markets. And a lot of what you do in the medical field helps you with trading. You're used to analyzing or having a hypothesis of what's wrong and then finding the proper solution, which could be therapeutic, it could be pharmaceutical. So trading shouldn't be too hard of a transition or to add on to your learning. Alabama, Jason's back in the building. Y'all see how we said wait till 2:30? It was looking more bearish, and now what? We're pushing back up through that gap. And like I told you, we can come back up and test VWAP. We want to let all the buying power exhaust without our coins. We don't want to be we don't want it to move and fluctuate with our money. We want to wait till it has a sharp pop or drop, get in and get out. Let's take a look at SPX because the play that I'm looking for works really well with XPX. So we are going to be looking at 68.75 and 68.80. Let's go ahead and take a price and we can add it to our watch list. on SPX. So 68.75 is 275. The 68.80 is 120. And almost degenerate 6885, and it's going to be 45 to 55 bucks, but we're going to add it anyway. And they're both already moving. But again, a swift drop can easily take those premiums out. So I added those three: 6885, 6880, and 6875, and they're all up 20% already, just that fast with this swift movement. But remember, I'm on a 5 minute, so there was like 3 seconds left in that candle. Now we're starting another 5 minute candle that may drop down and then pop back up. So those premiums fluctuate hard. Yes, the link to the mentorship. There are going to be 2 ways you can do that. If you're using Stripe, if you want to use the Stripe link for the group mentorship, I will drop it in the chat. If you are wanting to pay by Zelle or Cash App, you're going to use, I guess if I stop moving stuff around, there we go. But let me find that link. Why can't I see this the way I had it before? I did something, guys. Hold on. Because now, okay. I didn't want it that way either. My screen had got super tiny. But yeah, I got your reader. Let's find that link. Also, when you click the link, anybody that uses the link, I'm going to drop it down in the chat. I also added to this description. Make sure you use the discount code. And the discount code, and I guess the people will have to watch the video to this part to know it, but the discount code is classy. If you put that discount code in, it will make it will give you that $100 off, making it $500. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like before I add it into the chat. So as we're watching, gonna come to that link. This is what it should look like. It's going to tell you. And you can see I started this off being a 5-week mentorship. It is now 8. So for a 5-week mentorship, you were getting, it was going to be 600. Now it's 8 weeks. But make sure you hit this add a promotion, put in classy, hit apply. And that's going to take that $100 off. So make sure you guys do that. See, we added the calls and they immediately gained like 20 or 30%. And now those are down 20 or 30%. So again, this is a lot of consolidation. So use that link. Like I said, if you want to use Zelle or Cash App, you can use either one of those. And make sure if you're using Zelle or Cash App, you could just send 500. That will have you signed up, and you make sure you include your email so I can send you the Zoom link. This Zoom link will be the same Zoom link for the next 8 weeks. And what that 8 weeks gives you is how to set up your brokerage, how to understand options, what they are, how they are, what the derivatives are, how to evaluate companies, how to pick the companies for your own portfolio, and trading options, what are going to be good for day trading, swing trading, and scalping. We're going to go over charting. Once you get it down pat and practice your charting, you'll be able to trade any market. You can trade Forex, you can trade futures, you can trade options. But once you get that basis down and then start adding in the significant indicators, you're good to go. After we go over charting, then we're going to get into our paper trades and then live trade together. But that is that discount code. Again, you can sign up now. The thing I'm doing too, let's say you sign up and then 4 weeks in your life starts lifing. And you're like, man, I missed the 2 live classes after my 4th one. Well, the classes are going to keep starting over. I start a new cohort. I'm probably going to do 3 more of these, maybe 4. I might have 6 cohorts next year to start the program. But let's say you say, okay, I missed 2 classes, but I want to be in them live so I can ask questions. You can show up for the current status and come through that mentorship too. It doesn't just say, okay, you've done it and you can only watch the replays. I am allowing people to sit in the next classes as we go through. Not that you will need it, but some people need reiteration. It helps retain the information. So as long as the class doesn't get to 100, then that's when I'll wean people off and say, hey, if you got questions, let's save it. Let's book a one-on-one. But I am letting the first group sit through the mentorship again if need be. And again, it's not because they didn't learn or they haven't completed. It's just to build confidence and they may have missed a live session. And we're still sitting in this buy box. I really don't trust it. That's why I'm looking at the contract so tightly. And when the play setup that I'm looking at, you have to be right in the money. You can't be far off because it's only going to get, I think we're only going to get about a $10 move. So we want to stay between 68.80 to the call side and 68.60 on the put side. It's getting us right here, like to the T. And I'm fairly bullish right now, but I need to see it. Like I don't want to be biased and it spikes on me, but I'm feeling like we're going to get a drop to that 68.60. So if we were looking at puts for 68.60, that one's fluctuating between like 50 and 60 bucks. If you go in closer to the 68.70 is 280 and the 68.65 is 140. But this, I don't know, my spidey tingles are saying puts. I definitely think they're waiting. I mean, the setup is the same way we adapt to looking at the chart and knowing when to get into these premiums because that's nothing new. Brokerages close out premium or 0-day contracts to save or practice risk management. And Robinhood was notorious for 230 comes, your contracts are sold. They just recently extended it to 245, and that's for your standard contracts, not in premium. I have not seen them do that with SPX, but the other tickers, yeah, they will close out your contracts after 230. So that $50-$60 contract is now 80 bucks. That 86.60 is 85. Like I said, that started to look very bearish, and it could pop right here. Or if it breaks, this is the lower target that I see. There's VWAP, upper band 1. Lower band 1, lower band 2, lower band 3. I doubt we hit here, but like I said, 68.50 is just my target. And look, buyers bought that right back up. So it was like $15, $20 profit, and then it just got ate up in about 30 seconds. Definitely interested in scalping and day trading with SPY. Yeah, SPY is my thing. And a lot of people think you need to trade the whole market. You have to trade multiple tickers. Find you one and stick with it. I have a few, like my rookie of the year so far. I like Bank of America. I look at TSLL to go with Tesla, but you only need about a handful of stocks, and if you focus and master those, it doesn't matter what the rest of the market is doing. You have your winners, you have your own lane, and you're good to go. If they take out this block, it's going to get nasty because we can see these higher time frames. See, it's trying to take it out. We can see the 5, the 15, the 30, and the 1 hour are all bearish. But every time they hit here, they buy, and they buy. And we can see those buy order blocks popping back in, not letting that selling pressure push through. So we got 2 more minutes before that 230. 230 to 245 is going to be the key points because, like I said, those auto closing of those contracts are about to be set up. Is that a sneeze? Like you don't like Bank of America? I'm not sure what face that is. What is the indicator showing the other time frames? That is the strat. So if you come to your indicators and do strat assist FTC only by Ricky Z. Carl, that's going to give you the upper time frames. Again, you can go up higher And see, again, we're in a larger buy block here. See those? We're just sitting on the buying block. So it's just hard for sellers to push this down. Buyers have to give up. They're waiting on buyers to just say, hey, we're done. We're clocking out. And sellers just come swooping in and sell this all the way down. But right now, buyers are still they're still on the floor. So first 30 minutes of the market, I'm gonna call it sour. So 50% of this has been sour. That those contracts are back down. The 68.70 is back to 250. 245, 250, and the 68.60 is back at $50. Why? Premiums leaving because the market is pushing back up. I'm looking at the 5 minute on SPX because I was looking at SPY, but I usually drop down to the 1 minute so we can catch those moves and get out. We can see those buyers sitting here on the 1 minute. That's why they keep pushing up at this zone. Every time they get there, the buyers are sitting there. And they're going, what the heck? Where are y'all coming from? Give it up already. So now we got 230. Think the buyers are out a little bit. That contract 295, 260, 310, 320, 330. That's the 68.70. The 68.50 just went, I'm sorry, the 68.60 just went from $50 to $70 in this one candle drop. There's one more minute. Now they're going to have buyers try. Nope, they're not trying. Okay. I'm like, I know those buyers should be trying to push that back up. If they give up, we're going to take 68.60. But the buyers are sitting right there. There's going to be that. See how they pop up? Let's go. Selling down into the buyers. That volume, you have to have a lot of selling volume. Oh, they're taking out the wick. Five more seconds in that candle. It's going to push it back up. Oops, more selling power. I guess they heard me say sour, and they say, no, this is going to be power hour, not sour. Let's see if it'll take out all these buyers down to 68, 67. It's got to do it fast, though. I started off swinging Bank of America back in 2023, and it moved slow. I prefer to trade JP Morgan. I like GS2, but prefer to trade MS. Oh, okay. You like some fast moves. Okay, yeah, you're not really big on the swing. I got you. See how they got into that buy zone and bought it right back up? Those buyers were sitting there. They was waiting for the sellers, but can they hold it? That's one more minute, and then this one closes. Can buyers hold it? Did they come back to the rescue? I don't know if the buyers are holding. They're pushing it back down. We want to see this come back down. Every time they get down here, buyers buy back up. Sell down, buyers buy back up. Sell down, buyers buy back up. Sellers are trying to push back down into that zone. And so this is why I say watching it on the 1 minute, because it moves so fast with the premium. You can't see that action in that wick. And that could be a little intimidating. So I just come down to the lower time frame for SPX, because 30 seconds could be $20. Found some more buyers in there. I like Boeing. When news comes out, it fluctuates. Boeing premiums kind of. If you watch Diamond Davis channel, he talks about Katrina. Katrina likes Boeing. I just don't trade Boeing often. I look at it and paper trade it, but I don't trade Boeing. But it's a great stock. They don't have competition. Who else is making the plane? They do have competition. It's just not a highly traded. Would BAC be good for cover calls since it doesn't move a lot? It definitely can be. You can definitely get that, but you want to look at the premium out and see if it's worth it. But it's definitely swing trade companies with a lower or moderate volatility are best. They're just battling back and forth here. We want to see if buyers are going to get above VWAP or if sellers are going to sell down into this order block. They're pushing down again. It has to come back down to the wick because that's where the buyers are sitting at. It's got to overtake the wicks. So remember when I'm talking, I talk about the wicks, I talk about the buying, and look at the selling, look at the pressure. See that volume candle? That candle picked up real big. They're pushing that volume. Like I said, they heard me say sour hour and they said, no, you're not gonna call us sour. This is power. It's making some slight moves. I don't know how they want to end the day, but we still got 24 more minutes. Buyers will have to come in strong to kind of overtake this area, and they have and can do it at the end of the day. So don't knock the buyers or the sellers. It could go either way. But we see the buyers sitting here. Sellers would have had to push through that zone. They've tried several times today, but those buyers are strong. They might wait to the end of the day and see if people are clocked out, if the hedge fund orders are closed out for the day. SPY still sitting at the same area, 685, trying to close under 686. Nothing major just yet. No fireworks. There go the buyers. Got 45 seconds left in this one. GE, in my opinion, is a better swing and lead trade compared to Boeing. Yes, Boeing has more volatility based off of news. If you're in BA calls and one of their planes, yeah, definitely that news is definitely going to be the factor there with Boeing. And there she pops back over the orb. SPY is still struggling to get back to 280, 286. Oh, got up here to that sale order. Brought price action right back down. This is when you go. It was a trap. Trap some buyers, trap some sellers. Not gonna let anybody win. Got 5 more minutes for the 245 move. And again, we can see sharp moves the last minute. I have seen contracts go from $4 to $54 in those last few minutes. There it drops. I think they might have the buyers here and be able to sell through. That's a strong candle. 24 more seconds in that candle. Nope, buyers coming back in. It's really interesting watching the price action and watching them battle. And look, buyers are sitting there and pushed it right back up. That candle, one, two, three bearish candles, and buyers come back in and take them right back out. 40 seconds left in this candle. Sellers are coming back in. Whoa, break a character. We break this level, it could be down goes Fraser fast. See that? See how it's breaking through those sellers, and it's still going. There's the bottom. The whole order block taken out. Y'all literally watched it. Let's see what those contracts made. Um, Dang, I didn't add the puts. Whoa, y'all see those buyers come back in? That was crazy. That was literally like seconds in the exact same candle to the T. And then they popped right back up. All those buyers, they took out all that buy zone and then pop right back up. And this is why the mogul algo indicator is phenomenal. It showed you exactly where it was going to sell down to. Just a little below it, boom, you could have just traded straight down to the target, boom, and then pop back up. That was pretty fascinating to watch. They took out all of those buyers, and in 30 seconds, the candle hadn't even completely closed yet. Came back down, and the buyers just popped back up. They took out that whole buying section and created more buyers. So what does that tell us? People want to buy at this lower point. 68, they're buying. They're buying. They're buying. They're just using it as a better entry and still buying it back up. And they're back down. So this is why I say that end of the day, when you're trading the SPX, take the money when you see it, because it can go one way in 30 seconds and another way in another minute. They're gonna take it all back out. That's why I say, see profit, take profit. They done took all the wind back out of those buyers. They ran it all the way back up and said, not today. It might be over with. There's a change of characters. There it goes. They're giving it up. Where's the next low? Sheesh. I told y'all 68.60, but let's see if it's gonna go there. It's buyers may come back in again, but good God. That look at it. Look at it drop. And it's still going. Wow. I am flabbergasted right now. It is still dropping. Good God Almighty. Still going. Still going. Still. Are we going to get 68.60? I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I'm not going to be greedy. Oh, it didn't feel me. Got to replace the order. It moved too fast. Close me out. Okay, I'm out of that thing. That's how SPX moves so fast. I have to grab the shot because I'm done taking screenshots when I'm in the play. But let's see. I'll drop this in my Discord and then I'll come show you guys what that drop just did. And I could have stayed in just a tad bit longer, but I don't trust it when it starts to pop back up. This is the play that I am teaching in the mentorship. Dang, it's still going. Had more minutes. It's gonna hit it. Is it gonna get 68.60? But look here. I just dropped it in the Discord so we can look at it. Look how much the play cost. Cost $80. We've only been on here an hour. I wouldn't even we've been on here. We haven't even been on here a full hour. That is credit to close 210. 130. This is not an edit. We're literally minutes. You can see when this was submitted and closed. No time for editing. No time for fake gurus. This is not my watch list. This is the trade. Cost $80. Up to 210. Now this was higher than that. This was like 275. I just had to close it. So I wouldn't get caught up in the whipsaw back up. But look at that profit. We have not been on here an hour. That's 162% return, 130 realized gains, and it still was almost at the super low of 68.60, and it's still falling. There's still 11 more minutes left in the market. You guys watched it. This is just for this setup play for SPX. I'll do it on the 1 minute, but if I'm in SPY or uh, any of the other tickers, I'm doing it on a 5 minute. That thing's still, I think it's gonna drop some more, but that's not for the week. That's definitely not a trade that less experienced people should take. But you can see how that dropped and why I say do that. Oh, it's still going. Do it on the 1 minute, because if you pop up to that 5, you are not seeing this retrace, and you want to be getting out of the trade before the retracement. When I'm on the 1 minute, I can see exactly when the green candle or when the retracement starts, and I can get out, take my profits, because it's going to eat all of that premium back up. It's a very risky end of day trade. But again, power hour. 1 second, guys. Gotta go let my daughter in. That's my duty, because she lost her key and has not earned the one back yet. All right, still dropping. We're going to get my 68.60. It's trying to get there. But I gave y'all the targets. Let me look at my watch list and see what these contracts, what they actually did from the watch list. Because that's 68. Sheesh. The 68. Where I didn't put it on what? What did I say? 68.60. There we go. 68.60. Up 60%. It's up from $200 to $355. It's up. It's still going. We hit it. I should have held just a tad bit longer, because there's the drop. There is the drop. Man, I got out, but it's still very beautiful. Told y'all 68.60. End of day. This thing is still giving it up. And then I had and I got this. Oh, this is when I leave money on the table, because I had a 684 put on SPY, and I was like, it's not going to do anything, and it closed out. But that contract is now, oh no, it didn't do anything. Okay, it's too late in the day. But this one went right down to that 68.60. Look at there. To the T. I told you guys. This is what the orb does. This thing paid for itself. The mobile algo indicator is, let me not lie. I'll show y'all the indicator. I should still have it. Where's the indicator? No, that's the monthly. I sent the indicator to somebody and sent them the lifetime. I think I did it last night. Let's see if I can pull it up in Mogul to premium. Should I be able to find it with Algo? Algo. I might have to search for it. Here, Algo. Okay, I'll have to find the link to the algo indicator, but you can get it for a yearly or a lifetime, but it just helps with the trading. You can trade to the T. I mean, we have, again, $130 or $300 made in less than an hour. I can't believe we even went that far. It went down fast. That's what you see at the end of the day. And that's why I say some people that can't trade all day, take your break at 2:30, 2:45, or take your lunch right here It'll cover your whole day if we get the move. And 75 to 80% of the time, we're going to get that move. That covers the weekend. If you had held, it will have do a major reverse. It will. It will. That's why I took the profit when I seen it and it started wicking. I just went on and got out. It wasn't no point in holding it too long. Uh, Thank you so much, Jake. Again, this is what I like to show you guys in real time. This is the type of trading we're gonna do, and I'm gonna keep it here. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep doing $100 for lunch, and we're gonna do power sour hour. And I guess the market just really did not like me saying I'm gonna label today as sour, and I take it back. Today was power. This was pure power to be able to be in the market literally less than an hour and make over $100. And we can only imagine what we would have done in futures. Again, if we can read the chart and see it here, we're trading the expansion of SPX. What if you were in ES and ES had a drop like that and you could see the same move on the chart? It didn't have the exact, it had a decent drop, not the exact same, but you can see it settling down into structure, boom, bouncing back up. But this is why I like this play for the end of the day. And this is why I like to come on for power hour, because a lot of people say, oh, don't trade power hour. Just trade the morning session. Don't trade power hour. It's too risky. It is very risky. And it's very risky unless you don't know what you're doing and you haven't practiced and you don't know what to look for. We were looking for a setup. If it pushed above that particular level, we could get bullish. If it's going to break down below, we know the levels to the lower side. It's only going to do one or two things. Once we start getting the break of character, in here, here's the entry, here's our exit. VWAP, lower bands. That tells us the whole story. Lower band 1, lower band 2, lower band 3. What is this? Standard deviation 1, standard deviation 2. All we did was sell from standard deviation 1 down to standard deviation 2. Boom, there's the game. I might not even leave this one up. I might put this one in the back office. So if you're watching the replay, you better take notes, screenshot or something. This one will not stay up long. I will probably unlist this live. So yeah, I'm just kidding with you guys. I want you guys to learn. Watch it over and over again. Make as much money as you can. And then when it gets confusing, come to me and get some one-on-ones or join the group mentorship. But yes, it is. K Watts, that went down fast. It did. And again, how do you catch that and get out of it? I'll tell y'all the secret sauce. Come here. Come really close. Write this down. Place your trade in your brokerage and immediately go put a sell order for 100%. Works every time. You don't have to be quick on the fingers. You don't have to be quick on the draw. Go into your Robinhood account, place the trade, and immediately go sell it for 100% and just wait for those quick and sharp plays. Again, you're cool with 100%. I got 130 or whatever. You can go do it in Webull. Go into Webull, place the trade, put a sell order, put your stop. Don't put a stop because you're gonna get stumped out when you're doing SPX because it fluctuates a lot. So I would say practice this where you don't have to set a stop, but immediately set a sell order for 100% return. Boom, you're done. You're done. That's the secret sauce. Got 2 more minutes. Again, options mentorship 8 week starts tomorrow at noon. This is a live talk class with the recording done afterward. So whether you're there, if nobody shows up, if there's just one of us there, I'm gonna go through class with that one person, and everybody else will receive the recording. If you can't make it, you will get the recording at the end of the day. But we'll stay on. I'll stay on for about 15 extra minutes. If you want to come up and ask any questions on the live, I can practice with this again because I haven't been able to or done it where I have people come up. But if you want to give me a call, you can definitely, let's see if I can put the presentation link to invite you guys up. But if you want to chat, you got some questions, you can give me a call between market close and probably like 6:30, 6 o'clock. we'll do 3 hours. So from 3 p.m. Central Time to 6 p.m. Central Time, you can shoot me an email and just say, "Hey, Chaz, I want to give you a call. Can I get your business line?" If you got the number, you can give me a call. But just use this email here. Give me a Send me an email. Say, "Hey, this is who you are. Can I get the business number so I can give you a call? I want to chat about the mentorship. I have questions about the Discord, anything like that. Just leave me a message. Send me a DM if you follow me on a Discord or on Facebook. Let me get these back up. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. If y'all enjoyed this, if this was helpful for anybody, please drop those sevens in the comments. Come into the comments, drop some sevens. Let me know if this was beneficial. Did you gain something? You see that reverse right back up at the last minute. So you could have got puts down and calls right back up, right at the last minute. And what did I tell y'all? $10. Like, this is not going to be more than about $10. 68.70. 68.60. We actually got down to the T at about 68.58 and then back up $10 to what? 68.70. I know this game. I trade it. I do it. It's sequential. It's repeatable. So I want you guys to get it. Lock in and get this money. It's almost not fair right now because we can repeat it. Um, and I just want to keep giving it out to everybody. Like, the more people, because this is a door that's been open. Now it's going to be a window. The more and more they see, and I'm not going to drop these people names, but when they see these other gurus teaching more people, and they start to see the people that are coming from behind bars, and having capital and having savings accounts and having stock portfolios, they're going to close this window. So the more people we getting in, the more people that can't shut us out. You can't take away what we already have, but they can stop you from getting in. So that's why I'm pushing is getting as many people, teaching people. I've taught people one on one for the past 3 years. Now I'm expanding to group sessions for next year. Maybe I'm probably only going to do group for about a year. After that, it's going to be fully automated AI integrated teaching. I'm just telling you guys where this is going. People are not going to continue to teach one on one. People are not going to continue to trade their time for money. We just we found a loophole and we're going to take advantage of it. So I hope you guys take advantage of it. Again, you got about 14 more minutes. If anybody has a question, if anybody wants to come up, state your opinion, question, you can join. I should be able to see you and bring you up to the platform. If not, if you want to reach me, shoot me an email. I'll send you the business number and we can talk on the phone after about 3:15. So I'll give you guys a minute. See if anybody want to tap in. You can trade SPY up until 3:15. So let's see what SPY decided to do. Same thing. Trade it straight down to the standard deviation and pop back up. I mean, it's just sequential. I'm still bullish for next week. They can't hold this down. Um, if I had to guess, I would probably want like a 690. Let's actually go look at some of those contracts. Oh, I'm on Netflix. Let's go to SPY. And then we're gonna look at Monday, 690. I just want to see who's on. If there's any, is there any OI in volume at the 690? Yeah, they were here today already. Yeah, strong positioning. 688. I could $50. Swing that contract. Not financial advice. This is just all education. These is what I'll be looking at for Monday. We can see the open interest very high, and then right at the again, you can do a hedge, go calls and inputs, but both of those look promising. I'm still looking at the December 19th 700. When I first looked at them, they were 150. Let's see if the premiums on them have fluctuated anymore. $700 back down to 140. So this is a good pricing. Still, like, the OI still looks good. So 140. I've got my eye. That's on my watch list. This 700 is gonna be on my watch list. This was great to watch to see your thought process. That's what I want. I don't know how to. This is a lot to type out when you're inside of a Discord. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to just send thousands of voice messages. I'm going to miss money. Let me just come on, and we don't want to overlap. Inside of Discord, we already have Hannah, who's a great trader trading SPX. She does our morning session. So I was like, I'll come on and just grab the YouTube people and get them acclimated and get into the Discord. But it's just a matter of just building the community. And again, it's all about growth and supporting each other so we don't step on anybody's toes. I promote the people that are doing great things, and we collab together. It's really a collaboration over competition because there's millions of people out here that don't know how to trade, and there's a smaller, even smaller percentage of people teaching. So I got a small percentage of people who are teaching and a lot of people that need to learn. There's enough clients out here for us to all dominate this space, learn and educate with each other. So I'm glad you guys are tapping in. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into charting. Charting doesn't happen overnight. It won't be resolved in just those two sessions, but it does take practice. That's why I like to give homework, and that's why I'm on the chart. This is my chart time. So when I get off of here, I'm not looking at the stock market anymore. It's time for the weekend. It's time to enjoy. I don't have to do this anymore until classes tomorrow and Sunday. Because what? I've already looked at the chart an hour with you guys. I looked at the chart 2 hours this morning. I put in my chart time already. So the more and more and more you chart, the better you get. Chart time matters. It's just like shooting in the gym. Like you don't go out there with the ball one day and then now you in the NBA. It don't work like this. The same way with the stock market. You can cut that time down by practicing and mimicking it and doing replay, but you still have to get some time in. And then repetition, and then everything starts to just make sense. All the light bulbs click. You start to see patterns. You start to see W patterns. You start to see H patterns. You start to see the setups on the chart. Just like screening in basketball and football, you set up the play. You see, you know what play to run. Volume's low. Nothing to do in the market. Okay, we're going to move to another ticker, something with more volatility. But I appreciate it. I think we got up to like 17 people at one time. At one point, it's 14 of you all here now. I appreciate y'all checking in with me. And we're going to keep these going. I'm going to try to get it on a schedule. Probably want to get the schedule set up until the new year. So it might just be sporadic when I come on because I do have one-on-ones with my clients and we live trade together. So they take precedent on me just coming to YouTube and hanging out with you guys. Next week was Sunday. I'll probably come on live, like I said before, to the morning session. Y'all are gonna hear my grandbabies in the background while my wife's working. If I come on, so you may hear me muting a few times or a little squawk talk or cartoons or whatever in the background while they are here. But plan to have my beautiful grandbabies here for a week or two, and I'll probably do something special. Hey, I'll let y'all in the 15 people that are still here. I tried this out for my daughter's birthday where I created a Amazon wish list for the things that she wanted. And I allowed people with our address hidden to purchase her gifts for her birthday. And that would be the one-on-one. Like you purchase a gift off her list, you get a one-on-one. You purchase an item that's $200 or $100, I will let you get two one-on-one. So I'm thinking about doing that for my grandkids. My grandson, we need a small kind of portable toddler bed for him because they don't stay with us all the time, but they might be with us more frequent. So I might go add like a toddler bed. We want to get him a blow up. I want to get him a power wheel. There's a couple of things that we have a huge backyard. So there are a couple of things that I want for them. And I'll probably do a wish list and like put it out here in the post. And you guys can just purchase the things off the wish list, shoot me an email and say, hey, Chaz, I got some for the grandbabies. And that'll suffice as your one-on-one. Like, I just like doing stuff that's really selfless. It's not really about me. It's about is I hear Corey in my head right now from Bodyhood. It's about the babies. It's about the babies. It's not about us anymore. I've been here 40 years now. I mean, life can get grander, but it's all about those that are coming after us. So I will probably be putting that together. It'll be a mixture of things that my daughter and my grandkids. My granddaughter is only 6 months, so I'll just be looking at things that I want to play with. 5 months that I want to play with her, but my grandson, he is 2, and he likes trucks. He likes being outside. He doesn't mind being dirty. Um, um, and my daughter's 16, so she likes all the kid stuff. She wants a new speaker. She keeps coming in my room, getting my speaker, my Bluetooth speaker for her room, and things like that. We have a second living room, and I think I want like one of those big jumbo size beanbag chairs, for us to hang out in there and sit in front of the fireplace. So we'll see what I come up with. What you guys think of that? Well, would y'all participate in that if I did one on ones for things off the Amazon wish list? I dropped it in my neighborhood group and had parents, and I live in Conroe. It's a smaller community, but I was just like, people never know what other people need, and they may not have family out here. I don't stay very close to my family. Our closest family is about 3.5. Well, my aunt stays about an hour away. Um, but other than that, we're small, so people don't have a lot of people to reach out to. But if you saw somebody's Amazon list and they had some toys on there for their kids for like less than $10, I just go on there, pick some stuff, send it off, and hopefully it makes somebody else smile. I'm looking for my grandson a Santa suit. I want us, my daughter, we just like giving back, so I'm sure we're going to be making meals, or sandwiches and hygiene bags for to pass out to the homeless. And I want my grandson to have a Santa suit while we do this. So I got to find him a Santa suit and probably a little Mrs. Claus for my granddaughter while we go back and we give out to the community. Thank you so much, Jason. Yes, like and subscribe. If you enjoy the content, please like it, share it out. Um, Again, this is selfless. I mean, I had to take my time out to. I didn't script the show. The markets kind of bring the show to me until I get some topics up that I want to discuss. And it's going to vary. It's going to come into like trade psychology. It's going to come out faith and meditation. Because I'm seeing a lot of clients battle with those things. The things that I see my clients struggle with, I try to bring it. I'm going to try to bring that over here to YouTube so we can discuss it, break down through it, relate it to the market, and fix it. And a lot of times we don't have a community to share that with that's not going to shun us or just not understand. So we're going to grow here. I appreciate y'all being here. Got about 3 more minutes. Again, if anybody wants to come up online, say so. If you got any suggestions for shows or for content, please drop it below, even if you're on the replay. So you guys let me know. I'll sit on for about 3 more minutes and then I'll be out of here and we'll be back on for Monday. Can I probably drop this in? I was gonna drop this in the Opus clip to make some highlights, but I might do it myself. Do any of y'all use Opus clip to like chop your videos? Everybody good? No questions? We're gonna get on up out of here if we don't have any questions, comments. Here for a good time, not a long time. So I'll let you guys go. If no other comments, no other questions, we'll get on up out of here. Start the weekend off good and strong. All right, guys, you guys are quiet, so we'll probably get it. We're gonna wrap it up. We got 1 more minute. I know the I know that the comments are delayed. Read it. Email me. You shoot me an email. And make sure you have that link to sign up for the mentorship. And I'll have to drop that back down into the comments. I'll probably make a post about it because I don't know if it's going to show up. I know a lot of people are not seeing their comments, so I'll make a post about it. But you all have a good weekend. I've enjoyed this. Be safe.